This is Kits and Wagers. I am Adam Zdroik. I am talking not Premier League. I'm talking the other four major European leagues, and I just wanted to give something out because there's no Premier League matches this weekend, and had a few extra minutes. So I dove into some numbers, dove into some teams, and after having a bit of success in Premier League, I decided why not just do these other leagues. The basis of the show is that I'm 7-0 on parlays in the Premier League. I think my record is 29, 15, and 1 overall in the Premier League across kits and wagers, my article. And so I will say a disclaimer that I don't know as much about these non Premier League teams. So, I could be saying some incorrect things. I could be saying some stupid things. There's no guarantee about these parlays. These are probably stupid parlays. I could be 0 for 4 on them, but I'm going to give them anyways just for fun, just for some weekend parlays if you like to dabble a little bit. So, of course, betting just for fun as it is. So, I'm just going to start with Bundesliga, go to La Liga, go to Ligue 1, go to Serie A, just do all four of those, just some small parlays, nothing crazy. I didn't dive so much into the numbers that I got, the plus 1,000, plus 2,000, these single game parlays or whatever parlay you want. So nothing too crazy on here, just some simple, I put two things together. Most of them are around even odds. So nothing too crazy. I just, if I really dug into the numbers, it probably would have taken me 5 hours to research for the show. It's something I didn't want to do. So, but here, RotoWire.com, you go to our sports betting page. While we always go over Premier League, we still have odds. We still have content for all these other leagues. So, I mean, as you can see here, we have odds for all the matches going on today: Bundesliga, Ligue 1, La Liga, MLS, and of course, Liga MX. But to get things started, I do have for my Bundesliga, one of my Bundesliga parlays, I do have, my only Bundesliga parlay. It covers Friday's match. So if you watch this after 2:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday, then this Bundesliga parlay is not going to work for you. But I'm looking at this first match here, Werder Bremen are home against Augsburg. And as you can see, if I assume you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, you can see what our betting pages actually provide you. You can go into this matchup and you can see line movement. You got Werder Bremen were minus 150 about 10 days ago, August 28th, and now they're minus 205. So it's pretty clear that Werder Bremen are getting more money over the past 10 days. Also on this page, you got the injury report, you got projected 11, and you got news. And so that's kind of what pretty much every matchup you click on our betting page, that's what you'll get. So I'm going to be in the lineups pages just so I don't have all these lineups memorized. I'm going to go off our lineup pages just to talk about the players and so on. But so my first parlay I got. Before I get started, actually, I just want to say for Bundesliga, I don't like betting unders in Bundesliga just because no matter the matchup, all these games can hit over 2.5 goals. You can see in all the implied goal totals, they're 3+ kind of a thing. I just hate betting overs on Bundesliga, and I don't want to bet unders. That's kind of what it comes to. So this is just a simple parlay between two matches that have over 2.5 goals. So this first one, Werder Bremer against Augsburg, over 2.5 goals for this one. I'll plug that on the screen here. So Werder Bremen haven't really shown up defensively this season. They just got a clean sheet at Bochum, who have been the worst team in the league so far this season. So Werder Bremen, their back line kind of struggling. I do think Fulkrug's going to get a goal here. So if you want to bet on goal score, Fulkrug is your guy. I'm not sure on his exact odds. I can actually pull these up real quick here just based off our cheat sheets. But Fulkrug is minus 120 to score. I think if there's a guy to score in this match, it's going to be Fulkrug. I think he has 5 goals already on the season. Augsburg have had issues. They have a random win against Leverkusen, coming off 3 straight losses, though. have had trouble scoring, but I think both teams, just in terms of this matchup, there will be goals. The way that Werder Bremen have been playing is led to goals. So I'm going over 2.5 goals. That's minus 170 in that match. And then the other one is Schalke against Bochum. And so this is just like a matchup between two bad teams, two of the worst teams in the league. Schalke, they got 3 points. Bochum still don't have a point. And I think there's been goals. You got two pretty inconsistent back lines. You don't know who's going to show up on a given day or what they're going to look like from game to game. I actually looked at something like a double chance for Bochum just because I think the odds are kind of favorable for them. Or maybe there's not, maybe that's the wrong word to use, but if you look at Bochum's recent results, so they lost to Werder Bremen, lost to Freiburg, lost to Bayern Munich, Hoffenheim. So they've had a pretty difficult schedule. So they aren't a good team by any means, but I think they at least have players that they're not going to finish with 0 points all season. I think this is like the Bournemouth Nottingham Forest match that we just had. Was it last weekend? And that turned into a 3-2 match. It was like one half Nottingham Forest dominated. They were up 2-0. Then out of nowhere, really, Bournemouth came back 1-3-2. And that's kind of what you get from two teams who aren't really that good. And that's kind of that's what I'm looking at for the Schalke Bochum match. You just don't know what you're getting on a match-to-match basis from either one of them, and neither one of them have good back lines. So why not just go over 2.5 goals in that one? So that's minus 140. Put those together. I think this is my best parlay at plus 172. So just simple over 2.5 goal parlay in Bundesliga. And I guess the bad thing about that is it extends across 2 days. So you're just going to have to parlay that one Monday to I don't even know. I'm thinking Friday to Saturday. Sorry, I'm just getting my days mixed up here. So there's the Bundesliga one. My thoughts with La Liga is complete opposite. Another one that you can see this in the applied goal total for all these teams. You want the under in La Liga outside of when you're betting Barcelona, Real Madrid matches. In the opposite mold, I hate betting overs in La Liga because it's a different kind of soccer, really. A lot more defensive. And for this one, so if you can see what I'm wearing here, I got Sociedad. I got the Isak kit on, and I put together a Basque parlay. So northern Spain, Basque country. Went there last year for a couple weeks. It was awesome. I went to a Sociedad match against Athletic Bilbao, and this parlay is on both of those teams. And so it's not just a place I visited. It's more about Athletic and Sociedad both play super defensive, and this is another thing you can see in the odds. The under 2.5 is for the Sociedad match. Under 2.5 is minus 215. Let me find it here. So Sociedad are playing at Getafe, who are not that high scoring of a team. They're coming off a 5-1 loss. I guess the worry is that Getafe's back line is just completely getting hammered a little bit here. 5 goals against Valencia, 3 goals against Girona, 3 goals against Atletico Madrid. But they're at home. I think they'll put up more of a fight here. And Sociedad, they got Sadiq in there. They got him after Isak went away to Newcastle. So I still think Sociedad's attack is kind of iffy. As I'm looking at our formation here, we got 4 central midfielders, which, that's incorrect. So I'm going to have to yell at someone about that. But so Sadiq, Kubo, of course, David Silva, they just got the win, 1-0 win at Manchester United. So this is Sociedad. They went to Manchester. Now they're another trip in Spain to Getafe. So a few travels, but pretty solid defensive team. So simple, under 2.5 goals in that match is minus 215. You look at Getafe's attack and Unal and Mayoral. It's not like the worst guys, but they're just really struggling to open the season. The other match, Athletic Bilbao are playing at Elche, And same situation. Athletic defensive team, not that high scoring. Inaki Williams has his matches. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. You look at Elche. Elche, I think they have one goal all season, if I'm not mistaken. Sure, there's only been 4 matches, but Elche, they already lost at home 1-0 to Sociedad. I think this match is going to go pretty similar to that result against Sociedad. So yeah, I mean, they're not. This isn't a team that's going to be high scoring, and you combine that with Athletic Bilbao, who I think they've allowed 1 goal through 4 matches. I mean, this is a pretty self-explanatory parlay. Comes to plus 144. You got the minus 115 combined with minus 215, plus 144. Basque parlay for under goals. Nothing too crazy. Again, I'm just going to run pretty quickly through these because I don't know as much about these teams, if you couldn't tell. So it's just going to be super quick. It's not anything long. So next league up is Ligue 1. So I talked about a couple bottom of the table teams already, and now I am talking another bottom of the table team. Actually, I think the Marseille-Lille match is first. Marseille, I thought they put up a great fight against Tottenham midweek. They got Mbemba was sent off with a red card, but they still fought. They allowed 2 goals late. They've been playing really well defensively, and they're home in this match, which I think is a boost. Lille are a tricky team. They haven't had the best start to the season, but they still got a lot of quality guys. They got most of the guys that they had from last season. Obviously, you can see their back line a little different. Ismaili and Diakite. Apparently we have Jagrova projected to start here, but they still got Jonathan Bamba, they still got Jonathan David in there. So this is going to be a fun matchup, pretty good matchup in Liga, at least competitive. You get a lot of matches in this league that just aren't very competitive. I mean, we could look at the table and it's just kind of crazy just how little competition there is in some of these matches. PSG, 24 goals scored, 4 against. I mean, you just look at the goal differential at the top here. Lyon, Lens, Marseille is up there, 10-plus goal differential. One thing with Lille, I mean, they've allowed 13 goals, which is just kind of surprising. But I'm just going simple double chance here is what I'm taking. Nothing, again, this is minus 370, so nothing crazy here, a minus 370 in a parlay, but I don't think Marseille are going to lose. I was originally going to take them to win, but, you throw midweek competition and everything, and you throw Lille is still a pretty good team, so I just play a safe route, minus 370. And the other one is what I was originally referring to, Ajaccio here. I believe, yeah, they're bottom of the table. They have 1 point. So I think the thing with I like focusing on teams who have come off a rough schedule. If you follow me at all, I was pretty heavy on Bournemouth home against Wolves. Bournemouth coming against, they played against the 3 best teams or 3 of the best teams in the Premier League. And I took the under in that match. I figured they would play defensive, took them double chance, that kind of thing. Ended up with scoreless draw against Wolves, even though they didn't play that well, but hey, it still worked out for me. But so Ajaccio home against Nice, and I'm just taking Ajaccio double chance. You get that minus 185. Nice hasn't been a great start this season, and then you also throw in European competition. They're in Europa Conference League. They drew Cologne 1-1. They've been struggling really in league play. Overall, they've had a difficult schedule, so you kind of look at that. So this is kind of probably not the safest play, just looking at Ajaccio and that kind of thing. But I mean, you look at what Ajaccio have done. They've played Rennes, they've played Lille, they played Montpellier, they played Lorient. So 4 teams that have pretty good starts in France. I mean, you look at their home matches. They got a point against Lens. I guess that's it. But this one doesn't feel safe at all. But I picked it out for some reason. So Ajaccio minus 185. I think it's just in part to Nice having the midweek matches and haven't really having too much success overall in league play. But I mean, you look at their lineup: Laborde, Delort. They added Nicolas Pepe, so they got a lot of the same guys that they've had the last few seasons. So not a bad squad, but I think there's at least a spot here for Ajaccio to get a point. Um, maybe stupid bet here. Come 2 hours after this match, but there you go. So we got Serie A next. What do we got in Serie A? So of course, I'm going another match that features a team sitting in the bottom of the table. So we got Monza. Monza do not have a point. They have a negative 11 goal differential. But as I was saying, I mean, you look at their matchups: Atalanta, Roma, Udinese, Napoli, Torino. I think all those teams are in the top 10. A few of them, and they're in the top 5. So it's a difficult schedule to open Monza's promotion into Serie A. They got Serie A guys. They got Sensei. They got Caprari. They got guys who have played in Serie A. Pablo Mari, Arsenal guy. So they got bodies here, and I think at some point they're going to start getting points. And it could come against Lecce, who another promoted team, and I don't think there's just a ton of what home field advantage in this matchup. So I might as well just go with the underdog in this spot and hope it's a draw basically. Um, I mean, you look at these teams played last season. Lecce won both of them, but that was last season. So let's just say that. I just don't think either team has a real advantage here, so I'm just going to get money. I think I'm just messing around here, just betting on all these teams in last place. Probably a bad idea, but hey, what are you going to do? So this one is, can't remember if I put up the Ligue one, but here's the Serie A one. I got double chance Monza. That's minus 165. And the other one, Bologna, they are home against Fiorentina. And again, this is another one where I'm taking a team near the bottom of the table, Bologna. But they've gotten points from 3 of their last 4. Their losses came away from home at AC Milan, at Lazio. So you got to take that into account. Then you got to take into account Fiorentina just isn't really playing that well. We'll see about Nico Gonzalez, just looking at this lineup. But I mean, and pretty decent attacks going against each other. I don't think there's a real edge on either one of these sides. We got a lot of draws, a lot of losses between these teams. Fiorentina played midweek. They couldn't even get a win at home against Regis. I think that kind of explains their form, and now they're away from home. So Bologna, double chance minus 180. That parlay is 149. So there you go. That is what I got. As I just read through these, it just seems like I have a lot of bets on some of the worst teams in this league. Probably stupid. Again, I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. I don't know as much about these teams. Probably going to give some stupid parlays. Parlays are stupid in general, but, they're fun. So that's what I got. So I'll just put these on the screen again. Bremen and Augsburg over 2.5 goals. Schalke, Bochum over 2.5 goals. That's a plus 172 parlay. Elche Athletic under 2.5. Getafe Sociedad under 2.5. That's plus 144. Marseille double chance minus 370. Ajaccio double chance minus 185. That's minus 105 parlay. And then Monza double chance, Bologna double chance plus 149. We got some comments. What do you think who will be the top scorer for tomorrow's La Liga matches? Let me just look at this. What's going on tomorrow in La Liga? So there's not going to be a top scorer in Vallecano, Valencia, Espanyol, Sevilla. Probably not either. I mean, what am I supposed to say to this? Top scorer for tomorrow's La Liga games. I mean, Lewandowski is playing tomorrow. So is this a trick question? Lewandowski is playing against Cadiz, and he's probably minus 300 to score. So that's who's going to have the most goals tomorrow. If you want an upset, not a Barcelona player, I guess you could look at Alvaro Morata, home against Celta Vigo. I guess that's a look. I mean, Espanyol Sevilla? I mean, nothing really stands out here. Maybe Valencia, you could go like a Hugo Duro. Again, it's like what very low scoring matches, but if you don't want the Barcelona route, yeah, Morata or someone on Valencia kind of thing. Valencia, coming off their 5 goals from their last league match, but that's what I got. Frostbite leaving some comments here, some Bundesliga stats. Werder Bremen are the 4-3 Kings. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with. But yeah, so there we go. 20 minutes in, 4 parlays, 4 winners. That's all I got. Hopefully everyone has a good weekend of betting, and we'll be back at RotoWire next week with Champions League. I think me and Ryan Belangi will be doing a noon Eastern show for Champions League. That'll be Monday. And then we'll have all our usual Champions League content, and then we'll see what happens with the Premier League in terms of DFS next week. I know the schedule is not the same next weekend, so we may not even have a show. We'll see. We may have some smaller slates, but that's all tentative. We'll see what happens next week, but have a fun weekend without Premier League. Check out some of these other leagues, see what's going on. We got this early Bundesliga. The always fun early slate that features. I think there's 5 games going on a Saturday morning, so check that out. Check whatever else out that you can find on your TV or streaming or whatever. There's a lot of good stuff as usual. We still cover, while Premier League's not going on, we still cover all these other leagues at RotoWire.com. So check us out. But that's all I got. Good luck to these parlays. If I'm 4-0 on these, I would be shocked. I would be shocked if I went 4-0 on these parlays, but I'm giving these parlays out to the public, so I'm going to put money on them myself. So these aren't. So I just want to let you know I'm doing this myself. So if these are incorrect, we will both share the pain. So how about that? But thanks for watching, and we will see everyone next week. I am at Zdroik as usual. RotoWire.com/soccer-trial-free. 10-day trial, no credit card required. We'll see everyone next week. Thanks again.